Hey everybody, Manic Media Dream here. How's it going? Today we are going to be unboxing, spoiler alert, it's like the 1995 to 2002 Halloween Blu-ray unboxing. For those of you who have been following my channel, you know that I have done the first 5 Halloween movies that were released by Shout Factory in like the special edition cases where it's just updated cover art of the Halloween movies. And it looks gorgeous. You know, feel free to check out my other videos. What happened last year is that they didn't release 6, 7, and 8, and I had a feeling that they were going to release it when Halloween Ends would come out, which is what ended up happening. They did release them at that time. The weird thing about it was that they didn't release them separately, so they instead just packaged them in this type of a box set instead, where it's like just called the 4K collection 1995 to 2002, which is really odd. Just because of the way that I have done unboxings on this channel where I sort of focus on like one individual movie. That's basically what I'm going to do with this as well. So I'll like do the unboxing for this because I haven't unboxed it yet. I'll do the unboxing, but then I'm going to go like one movie at a time. So it's either going to be included all in this video or I'm going to split it up into parts. Most likely I'm going to split it up into parts just so that it's consistent throughout my channel. And then, you know, like you and I can each focus on just one movie at a time. But do know that right now you can only get all 3 of these. So Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, H2O 20 Years Later, and then Halloween Resurrection. You can only get them in this package. From Shout Factory, specifically like the Scream Factory section of Shout Factory, because I think that one like focuses specifically on like horror movies and stuff like that. So yeah, and then this is basically what the box set looks like. I know there's like been people like complaining about how it's like a really bad or like poor quality or like ugly box set. I don't hate it. It's sort of just, hold on, let me just fix the lighting. Oh, okay. Literally, it did not do a thing. People are like, oh, it's like horrible, it's really poor quality. I don't mind it. Like, I think this is just like standard. Like, you buy any complete series set or complete collection set, you'll get like sort of this case that just like has stuff put inside it. They didn't need to do this. I don't know why they did. Weirdly enough, buying all 3 of these together was more expensive than having to have maybe like bought them separately. So that was really jarring. This was an expensive set. Even though I got it on sale, it was like stupidly expensive. I was just like, what the fudge? But I had to complete my collection because I'm kind of just done with the Halloween franchise. As you guys know, like Ends was the last straw for me, because it was just so colossally bad. It really made me appreciate all of the other like bad sequels that came before it, because again, it comes down to entertainment. Like Ends was just not entertaining. As bad as the others were, at least they were entertaining. Minus maybe like The Curse of Michael Myers, because that one I've watched the least, so I can't even speak on that. But yeah. Anyway, first let's take a look at the actual like cover. You have like newspaper clippings that we see in different movies. I believe this one's from H2O. This one, I don't actually remember what movie that one's from, but like chances are all these newspaper clippings are from H2O. If not from other movies. But yeah, I kind of like, you know, I like the cover. I think it sort of captures like the essentials of what makes like the Halloween franchise, which is literally Laurie Strode, Sam Loomis, Michael Myers, and the actual mask that started it all. And then you just have like Halloween written over here in like the same font as, you know, all the other versions that were released under this line with Scream Factory. And then in the back, you sort of just have like, you know, the same writing that they always have for the different like individual movies. But this one is like specifically for this set, special features, and then some like technical information about each of the movies. Over here, you have like the actual like movies in here. They're not in like a digipack, they're separate. So at least they're consistent with design in that regard. So hold on, let me just open it. Sorry, this is always... I got it. No, I don't got it. Hold on. Let me just use my pen here. All right. There we go. A little bit of an unboxing in. Just get that. And voila. But yeah, even just feeling it, it doesn't seem like bad quality or anything like that. And then yeah, just at the back, it says, Michael continues his attack on Haddonfield in ultra high definition. Okay, we appreciate the self-awareness. This box set comprises 3 terrifying films from one of the longest running horror series in cinema history. Michael Myers takes on Tommy Doyle and Dr. Loomis with help from a mysterious cult, comes face to face with Laurie Strode again, and slashes his way through the cast of a reality TV show. This set includes all of the previously released extras plus some brand new surprises. And so the special features that it does include are new 4K scans from the original camera negatives for the theatrical cuts, new interviews, audio commentaries, Horror's Hallowed Grounds, Halloween the Curse of Michael Myers, theatrical trailers, TV spots, still galleries, and much more. So we're going to get into it specifically with the Curse of Michael Myers, because to be completely honest, that is the movie that's like basically pushing people to like pay a ridiculous amount of money for this box set, because this movie has a producer's cut and then a theatrical cut, and the producer's cut is like difficult to find, I believe, and they like have it in this one. So this has like 4 discs in it apparently. I'm like, I'll look through it as well. So it has 4 discs in it. One that's the 4K of the producer's cut, one that's the 4K of the theatrical cut. Then they have the Blu-ray of the producer's cut and then the Blu-ray of the theatrical cut. So there's a lot going on in just like this one like DVD package. And yeah, this is like the cover art here. I don't think the mask that they've drawn here does justice to what the mask looks like in the actual movie, because I remember the mask looking real good in this one, especially after 5. Like 5 looked completely effed. But in the 6th one, even though the plot was like non-existent and I didn't know what the fudge was going on in this movie, I've literally only seen it twice, I believe. And I just remember it because Paul Rudd was in it. But I don't even think like Dr. Loomis and Michael actually interact even. Like I don't even think they're ever in the same shot. They're literally just talking about each other. Like I could be wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments down below, but like Michael was just, I don't know what was happening in this movie. But there is a cult, and it wraps up the story from 4 and 5, plus obviously like the original Halloween. So it's just like, it was just really, really bizarre from what I remember. It's not something that I would be like, oh my God, you have to like rewatch it. Although for myself, I have to like rewatch it because I don't really remember the movie. I think once I watched it when I was a kid, and then once I watched it when I was, I think, in university or something like that. In either scenario, the only thing I remember is Paul Rudd, which is really odd for him to be in a Halloween movie, but I guess it was his first movie. Like, he hadn't really made a name for himself as, like, you know, a comedy king or anything like that. But yeah, the back sure just has, like, a crap ton of information, especially under special features, so I can see why so many people are going crazy specifically for the Curse of Michael Myers re-release with the producer's cut and the theatrical cut. So that's what's going on in the back. The cover is still the same, like that Maddie feeling that I really, really like. So that's amazing. And then on the back, it says, featuring both the theatrical cut and producer's cut in 4K ultra high definition. All right, like that's probably the 5th time I've said that. So in a single horrifying night, Michael Myers' reign of terror changed Halloween forever. Now, 6 years after he was presumed dead in a fire, Michael has returned to kill again, and this time there's no escape. He seems to die in a lot of fires. Like, what is going on? As his fury builds to a spine-tingling climax, the long-hidden secrets of the screen's most maniacal murderer are shockingly revealed. Donald Pleasance, Halloween, Paul Rudd, Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, Ant-Man, Marianne Hagen, Stakeland, and Mitchell Ryan, Lethal Weapon, star. Okay, cool. I literally only know 2 of these people, but that's fine. So yeah, and then like below it, it says that discs 1 and 2 have the 4K scan from the original camera negative. Disc 3 is the Blu-ray, and it has the 4K scan from the original camera negative, still gallery, etc. Disc 4 is like just a regular Blu-ray, so you don't even need a 4K like capable player. Just through disc 4, you can actually watch all of the different special features, and like, dude, there's literally so many. Like, literally, look at that. I don't even know if it's like you know, focusing properly. But that's a crap ton of special features. And, you know, you could literally make a day of it. You could make a weekend of it, just like going through the mythology of the Halloween movies with the set. So honestly, so far, it's kind of a vibe. All right, I'm gonna do like the, you know, where I take this out, and then I'm just gonna show like the original cover for The Curse of Michael Myers, because all of them sort of have that aspect to it. Oh my god, literally all of the discs fell out. Fudge me, man. Okay, got it fixed. Ooh. All right, so hold on. I'm just going to show you the discs inside before I switch the cover. So here you have the first 4K Ultra HD. Oh, quit it. Disc. Oh.
Bruh.
Wow. This is a disaster. Okay, fixed it. So yeah, I'm just going to show you the discs first. So here you have the 4K Ultra HD of like the regular theatrical version, I believe. Yeah, so this is the theatrical cut, and then it has the front cover. Then you have the producer's cut in 4K Ultra HD. Then you have the producer's cut in just regular Blu-ray, and that's Paul Rudd, a baby for some reason. Oh, I remember this movie. Okay. And then there's some lady who's with him, who I'm pretty sure it's not her child, because I know whose child that is, and it's not hers. And then you have just the regular Blu-ray. And so this is the original cover of this movie, which now I'm going to show, now that I've like fixed the discs. My issue, honestly, is like, I don't know why they always make like this, I think it's the spindle, I don't know what it's called, but that thing in the middle of like the disc, like where the disc clips on, whatever that thing is called, it stresses me out when they don't make them work properly or they come broken, because I'm like, A, I don't want to go through a return process, disgusting, but like B, just like make them, you know, good quality to begin with, especially if people are like paying collector's prices for these. Like, just make them so that the discs aren't falling out. Like, I checked the discs, they're fine, there aren't like any scratches, but there have been times where like I've gotten discs with like serious scratches on them. It's just like, bro, what the actual fudge? But whatever, this is done, and here we have it, the original cover for Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. I don't hate this cover, but I don't really love it either. It's kind of, it just like exists. I know they use it for like a lot of promotional material, but I think it's because they did a really good job with the mask, even though this picture doesn't like do it any justice. But yeah, like the mask, I think is like very close to this in the movie. Which is good. Like, I actually really enjoyed the mask in this one. Like, 4, it was weird. The first Halloween, it was great. Halloween 2, I didn't really mind it either. 4 and 5, it was weird. 6, it was great again. So that was really nice. I don't know why they just kept losing the mask. Like, what? But yeah, anyway, this was the unboxing for I guess like the set, but also just Halloween 6. So stay tuned. I am going to be doing H2O 20 years later next. It's just going to be a continuation of this video. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!